because I want to talk about, healing through building, right?
Yes.
And then so just sharing a little bit more about my story as a bricklayer. Um, I went through a season, and it wasn't just it actually didn't have anything to do with the bricklaying, but it just was the season of life that I was in. Ended up going through what I call a D life, right? I did my TEDx talk, my first TEDx talk about 2 years ago, I think it was, and I talked about it just at this time period, just going through divorce, going through a depression. I think we were in a recession at that time, so I was in debt. Just a whole lot of things going on, and then my mother-in-law died, and then my mom died. Right, and so
Oh,
I was going through this whole, season in my life, what I call a D life. There's like all the D's, right? Divorce, depression, like everything you could think of. And so I started having suicidal ideations at that time. Thank God that He allowed me to make it, through that time period. But what I realized, even on the job site, I remember being on the job site, going through it. You know what I'm saying? And I remember even as a minister sitting in the pulpit during that time and crying because I'm dealing with this thing that's on my mind. And so coming through all of that, I realized how uh, mental health, even though now is more talked about, but just really realizing how much mental health is important, right? And then as I also started looking into the in different industries, I realized, or I found out, that the construction industry is like one of the in the top 10 of
yeah.
suicides,
Yes.
and I definitely understand why,
Yeah.
because one, it's a male dominated, industry, and, men never want to look weak for one another. And so we're holding all this stuff in and not talking about it.